Big Cass appeared in a return vignette during WWE Raw, with the date August 3 displayed on screen, marking the episode that will air the night after SummerSlam. Only Big Cass was shown in the vignette. Enzo Amore did not appear alongside him. Roman Reigns was separately announced for a main event appearance on Saturday alongside Jalen Brunson, a detail that removes Reigns from consideration as the mystery caller referenced in the Denham phone call storyline. The absence of Enzo from the Cass vignette leaves open the possibility that the two could arrive on WWE television separately rather than together, a scenario tied to ongoing speculation about Enzo's status with NXT. Paul Heyman opened a segment centered on Brock Lesnar by invoking a restraining order storyline, stating that a judge in Dallas had ruled in Lesnar's favor. Police officers were positioned at ringside as part of the angle. Oba Femi was described as sharing a mutual obsession with Lesnar within the storyline. The police presence was eliminated during the segment, and Oba Femi entered despite the restraining order angle. Oba Femi delivered a promo during the segment, continuing a pattern of improved microphone work since his move to the main roster. The segment was positioned as build toward a Lesnar appearance at SummerSlam, with continued speculation that this could be Lesnar's final match. A segment involving Vision and Alpha Academy began with Aldis preparing to confess feelings toward Maxine Vacker, also known as DRI. Austin Theory interrupted with insults directed at Aldis, leading to a brawl between the two. Maxine then intervened, stopping Aldis, and revealed her full allegiance to Theory and the Vision faction. Aldis was struck with a low blow followed by a Kinshasa. Chad Gable, a former ally of Aldis, did not appear during the segment despite expectations of interference. During the aftermath, Paul Heyman offered praise toward Vision, but Austin Theory dismissed him, after which Heyman walked away from the group. The segment leaves Heyman's future role in question, particularly given the parallel storyline suggesting Lesnar may be approaching retirement. Io Sky defeated Roxanne Perez in a singles match, with Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez positioned at ringside for the Judgment Day. Following the match, Zaria Ruka attempted to assist Io Sky and was subsequently attacked. The Judgment Day continued a beatdown on Io Sky after the match concluded. During the assault, Liv Morgan struck Io Sky with the championship title, resulting in an on-screen nose injury for Io Sky. The segment continues a build toward a SummerSlam confrontation between Io Sky and members of the Judgment Day. Lyra Valkyria displayed an altered character presentation during her segment, introducing a more aggressive persona. The shift echoes an earlier expectation among fans that Bayley would receive a voices in her head gimmick, a direction that instead appears to be applied to Lyra Valkyria. During a verbal confrontation, Lyra Valkyria told Bayley that she was the worst of the four horsewomen, adding that her previous praise of Bayley had been insincere. Bayley responded by telling Lyra that she was just like everyone else. The exchange occurred despite Bayley standing as a Grand Slam champion and her stated goal of headlining Madison Square Garden. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria were announced for a match at Saturday night's main event, rather than at SummerSlam itself, raising questions about a possible run-in or storyline swerve at the pay-per-view. Bayley finished the confrontation segment with a suplex maneuver referred to as Bayley to Belly. A rematch between Jimmy Uso and an opponent identified as Royce Keys was interrupted by Jacob Fatu. Solo Sikoa then appeared to signal a return to alliance with Jimmy Uso, before instead attacking him again, continuing a pattern of Jimmy Uso being targeted within the Bloodline storyline. LA Knight entered to make the save for Jimmy Uso. Following the segment, a six-man tag match was confirmed for SummerSlam, pitting Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and Jacob Fatu against Solo Sikoa, Royce Keys, and LA Knight. An Intercontinental Championship gauntlet match ran through several stages. Dominic Mysterio pinned Joe Hendry in the opening portion of the match, continuing a storyline involving a curse subplot connected to Dana Howe and JD, which included a T-shirt cannon segment. J. Vaughn Evans then eliminated Dominic Mysterio from the gauntlet. J. Vaughn Evans subsequently defeated Dragon Lee in the next stage of the match. J. Vaughn Evans was then submitted by Rusev via the Accolade submission hold. Chad Gable defeated Rusev in the following stage. Chad Gable then made Ethan Page submit to win the gauntlet match. As a result, Chad Gable earned a match against Penta for the Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. The main event of the show was a contract signing segment between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins ahead of their scheduled SummerSlam match. The segment extended beyond its originally planned time. Roman Reigns told Seth Rollins that he would hold the belt a few months and get hurt again, referencing Rollins' past injury history. Reigns also directed comments at Rollins referencing Triple H, using the term daddy, and referenced Rollins' past Money in the Bank cash-in. Seth Rollins responded with a promo that included the statement, "I am proud I'm not you." The segment concluded with a physical altercation in which Roman Reigns stomped Seth Rollins. The segment did not include a table spot, and no other members of the Bloodline appeared during the confrontation. The overall episode built multiple storylines towards SummerSlam and the following Saturday night's main event card. The confirmed SummerSlam matches following this episode include Chad Gable vs. Penta for the Intercontinental Championship, and the six-man tag match featuring Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, and Jacob Fatu against Solo Sikoa, Royce Keys, and LA Knight. Bayley and Lyra Valkyria are scheduled to meet at Saturday night's main event rather than at SummerSlam. Roman Reigns is also scheduled to appear at Saturday's event alongside Jalen Brunson. The status of Big Cass and Enzo Amore remains unconfirmed heading toward the August 3rd episode of Raw, with the vignette featuring Cass alone as the only concrete information provided regarding the storyline. Paul Heyman's position within the Vision faction remains unresolved following his dismissal by Austin Theory, occurring in the same episode where the Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi segment raised questions about Lesnar's future in the company. The Judgment Day's continued targeting of Io Sky, including the title shot to the nose following her win over Roxanne Perez, extends a rivalry that has not yet been assigned a confirmed SummerSlam stipulation. The Bloodline storyline involving Jimmy Uso, Jacob Fatu, and Solo Sikoa now has a defined resolution point at SummerSlam through the six-man tag match confirmed by LA Knight Save.